All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome in here to Kurt Magoosh Sports, and what a huge day for the University of Oregon and their football program. It's January 30th tonight, bordering on the February 30th of 2022, and this is the biggest recruit of the Dan Lanning era that committed, Jahlil Florence. He's out of Lincoln High School, the same school as Jahlil Tucker. So both of these guys are Jahlil Tucker and Jahlil Florence. So Florence, it's such an incredible story with this kid because Dan Lanning, right after the national championship game, he literally called this guy as he was walking out of the tunnel at like 12 o'clock. So before he probably called his brother or his parents, he was on the phone with Jahlil Florence, getting ready for Oregon football. So Jahlil Florence visited last week, and it's been a process in order to get this kid out of San Diego. He's very tight with Jahlil Tucker. Jahlil Tucker probably been playing football even a little bit longer than Florence. I think Florence grew, from when I saw him on tape as a junior. Obviously, this tape that you're going to watch right here, as I'll play it, the guy makes a lot of plays. I know you could talk about Trevon Diggs of the Dallas Cowboys and how Trevon Diggs, gets burned for some touchdowns. And I don't think that this kid gets burned a heck of a lot, but this kid is a natural playmaker, great returner after interception, and he plays with a swagger that you see on the tape. And he plays with a good physicality, but he has exceptional hands, and he really looks back to the quarterback, and he really makes explosive plays on the defensive side of the ball. So, this guy here, he locates the football, he finds it, and then right here, he's just jogging. And, this shows a lot of confidence. Like, I'm a senior, I'm better than everybody, I'm going to make a play. So here you're going to see another interception. So this guy, I guess you could say his strength is that he has a nose for the football. He has great speed. Like right here, he has great speed. I believe that the technique can even get better and better. He's a press guy, 6'1", has only been playing football a couple of years. So the potential, he has the size and he has the speed to be tremendous. As a football player, he is even very, very good. He's physical. But again, this is a guy who I believe has been playing only a couple of years. He can actually improve. Writers on 24/7 compared him to a National Football League guy. Here he makes a great reactionary play on the ball. This is maybe my favorite play. Interceptions are nice when the quarterback, gives you a pick and you're able to take it home. But this shows you his tackling ability, and it shows you his speed and awareness. He sees the screen out in the flat, and he breaks on the sucker immediately. So that's definitely a Pac-12 quality rep there. And here Florence, he has a lot of help from his friends here. They run, I think, only a couple of guys in the pattern. He's able to get an interception, take it back to like the 20-yard line. So he was the beneficiary of that kind of interception. So overall, I really do like the kid. Here you see he causes a fumble. He's a playmaker. I guess that's what you want in a football player. You want a guy that makes plays. This guy can really, really make plays, and he's going to have Meat Martin and Pallage in the back end really teaching him. And as long as Oregon gets a great defensive line, which they're poised to do, you're going to get erratic quarterback play, and you're going to get a guy that's going to rack up a lot of interceptions on the back end. You even got Christian Gonzalez that's played a lot of football before, and I'm sure that there's guys on the Oregon roster, as I'm going to start looking into their team, that again are going to be in the secondary. But Florence seems like a guy who can almost start immediately, and Jahlil Tucker seems like a guy who could definitely play in the slot immediately. Jahlil Tucker, I believe, is smaller, but a lot of this staff is about relationships. Cruz rushing and Elijah rushing, I believe. These are guys, like, they try to recruit brothers of the players. The players, their sons are coming to the program. So it's a great it's a family atmosphere. And here he takes out this 5-star wide receiver with great physicality, which is what Coach Lanning really likes. So this guy plays with a ton of swag and confidence. He's a great personality. You see him, he's very prevalent in, recruiting the upcoming class and talking about Dan Lanning. This guy is really all about Oregon football. And he's one of these guys that really Dan Lanning targeted to kind of begin his regime at the University of Oregon. So I'm really, really excited, for this kid to come into Oregon. What you see is a 6'1" corner with incredible speed that is a pretty dang good tackler. I think his form in terms of guarding off coverage, he's more of a press corner guy. His goal should be eventually to be a number 1 lockdown corner on every single receiver in the Pac-12. All right, he has a very high ceiling, and guess what? At the least, even if occasionally he might get burned, he is going to make up for it by making explosive plays. Like here, he probably recognizes the overthrow, and he makes a play on the football. So he's always in the right spot, and there's something definitely to be said for that. As you look at Jahlil Florence. But I am just so pumped because Dan Lanning and the staff, they couldn't have worked any harder on getting this kid there. I mean, they had him all the times for recruiting weekends. His best bud, Jahlil Tucker, is there. It's going to be a party atmosphere in Eugene. And the fact that Coach Lanning called him after the game, it speaks volumes to the personality of Florence, but also the type of player that he can be on and off the field at Oregon. So what you see here is a physical corner, right? You see a physical corner and a 4-star. You got a kid on Wednesday, I believe a defensive lineman, making his decision at 3:30. They reeled in a punter, a kicker with pretty good distance this weekend as well. And then Terrell from Texas is a cornerback, I believe even another defensive back, or maybe just an athlete in general. So I'm going to be reviewing Terrell too. So you look at Florence, and it's a very special player, really good potential. A guy that, again, should make flash plays, guy that could take it to the house, a guy with confidence. I want to see him make a lot of plays at Oregon. I think a lot of it, though, you sometimes do look at the tape, very productive with interceptions. The one thing, that you'd worry about his eyes, he's just a beneficiary of bad offensive play. But he's 6'1". He's just so fast. He has all the measurables. And I think he's even going to get coached up more. And you want a kid with more room to grow. So I really like what Florence offers you. And, Oregon is poised for a big couple of days here.